Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to my part 2 video related to job search and cover letter automation with n8n. Masan Jivita, in the first video we discussed about an introduction to n8n and also how to create a cloud n8n account and how to create a workflow. So if you have not watched that video, please do watch that video and come back to this. So here we will be discussing about, this particular project. I'll show you like how to fetch data science jobs with the help of a Google Jobs. So very first thing, since it's an automation, we have to schedule a trigger. You all might be having what is a trigger. We all know that since it's an automation kind of thing. Yeah. Since we all know that it's an automation, my task has to execute at a specific time period, probably every day at a 10 a.m. or probably every evening at 10 p.m. or maybe 5 p.m. So if you want to automate your task at a specific time interval, we're gonna use a node called as a schedule trigger. So this schedule trigger is a node in n8n that automatically starts or triggers your workflow at a specific time or maybe the intervals. It's like an alarm clock for your automation. So it just gives a bell like, okay, you have to execute this task. It's like kind of reminder for you to tell, okay, you have to do this task for your customer. And so how to use the schedule trigger? You just have to choose a node called as a schedule trigger. So you can add and you can do the changes. So example use cases, as you know, whenever you want to run a workflow every morning at 8 a.m. to fetch data from an API, or maybe if you want to trigger every 15 minutes to check for new files getting added into a Google Drive, or what if you want to execute a workflow on the first day of your every month to send a report. To automate your task at specific time period, we use a node called a schedule trigger. So I'll show you how to create this trigger, how to add this node, and what all changes you have to make it. Let's get started. So I'm pretty much sure you people are ready with this particular workspace, right? And I've added some text kind of thing. Adding this is like pretty much simple. You just need to use this add sticky note and you can add something that whatever you want. See, you can drag and you can do. So let me show you how to add a sticky note as well. You can see right side, you can see add sticky note. Just click on it and just double click so that you can edit. Just erase whatever content you have. Just use an ash so that you get your text in bold and bigger size. So what we are doing today is like, fetch jobs. So we'll try to fetch data science jobs using Google Jobs. Using Google Jobs. So basically you can just drag this, you can expand, you can make it larger. Yeah, you can fit to a size. And yeah, all right, that's great. Let me make S capital. Great. If you want to change the color of this, you can just pick this and you can change the color according to your requirement. This is how you can add a sticky note according to your requirement. So very first step, what we are doing, we are just trying to add a schedule trigger, right? First step, let me call it like step one. Okay, what is step one? In a step one, what we are going to do is like, we are going to schedule trigger. We all know why we use a schedule trigger. Schedule trigger is like super important because like whenever we want to run our particular workflow at specific time period. So in that case, this schedule trigger plays a very important role, right? Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, the first step. Okay, now the question is like how to add a schedule trigger. Very simple. You can see the plus icon, right? Just click on that plus icon. And I have shown you in the last video itself, like there are like so many notes here. So I'm basically looking for schedule trigger. Just search for scheduled. So it will show you schedule trigger. Just click on it. Done. I hope you might be seeing an interface something like this. You can see here, this workflow will run on a schedule you define here once you activate it. That means like whenever you design any workflow, whenever you define any task, if you want to repeat the task multiple times at a specific time period, So that's going to automated. That's going to get automated with the help of the schedule trigger. So now coming to here, see, like if I close this, you have a close option, right? Just close it. See, the node got added. You can keep dragging like wherever you want and you can place it. It's your wish. Okay. If you double click on it, you have to edit it here, not just adding a node. This is how you add a node. Now just double click. Now, there is a concept called as a parameter and a setting. Don't do anything with the settings, just go to parameters. Here, so when I say trigger, you all might be having an experience of using a cron. If not, no worries. Cron is something which basically used for scheduling a task. It's like kind of alarm. So in a cron, we need to set like, okay, you have to tell the time period. Same way, even in a schedule trigger, you have to tell. Do you want to execute your workflow every day at specific time interval, or every minute, or every second, or every month? So something like that. So basically, first thing we have a trigger interval. So what happens with this trigger interval in the sense you have a different options like seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, etc. And you have custom as well, wherein you can specify things according to a cron. Okay, so let's say I want to run it every day. I'll select a day. So it is asking days between trigger. So like one time, days between, I'm just saying like one time, trigger at. You just need to specify the timing. Let's say I want to run my task every day at 10 a.m. So you can select a 10 a.m. If you want a minutes, you can also mention a minutes according to your requirement. Okay. And then next important thing, what if you want for every week? You can see trigger on weekdays, you can tell. You can list out the different days, and you can also tell like do you want to trigger on weekends? You have a Saturday, Sunday as well. You can just mention that. And the next important thing, you can also say like trigger on which weekday and trigger at what hour and what minutes. You can mention that as well. Let's say you want to trigger at 10:30. You can mention like 30 minutes. So this particular workflow will get executed at 10 o'clock, 10:30 a.m. in the morning. That too every Monday. What if you want for every month, like first day of a month, months between trigger, you can see one, like it has to trigger one time. Trigger a day of a month, first day, you can also change it according to your requirement. Like if you want to trigger it at fifth day or 10th day of a month, trigger it, you have to give a timing and also what minutes. Like if it's a 0 minutes exactly 10 o'clock, you can just say like a zero. So similarly, if I say custom, so here you can just use an expression according to a cron. Okay, so you have so I can show you something like, in a cron, you can set with the help of a format like, first you have to mention seconds, then minute, and then hour, then day of a month, then day of a week, and then month. See, like you can specify the cron expression or, the cron formula. So I can show, so I'll just show cron tab guru. See here, like basically here, this is the format like seconds, minutes, month, hour, day of a month, something like that. You can see. So you can use this cron tab guru and you can tell your requirements and you can set it according to that, copy that expression and you can paste it here. That's a custom tab. Okay, so let's say I just want to trigger my automation every day. So I'll just select a day and trigger at every day at a 10 a.m. Okay, 0 minutes. So exactly at 10 a.m., this entire workflow is going to trigger. So once you set this, what you have to do, just click on a execute step. Okay, done. So see here what it is saying. The node is active now. Readable date, readable time, day of a week, year, month, day of a month. So every day, every month. So basically, so sorry. Every day it's going to trigger at 10 a.m. So it is showing today's task. Okay, so it's done. So you can just change like next day, tomorrow it will trigger at a 10 a.m. This entire workflow will get executed. So now just you can close it. So we are done with the schedule trigger. Well, that's amazing. So now what is next step? So next step is all about, I just want to add a node which basically helps me in fetching data science jobs. So for that, I'll just use a concept called as, SerpAPI. I don't know how familiar you are with a SERP API. Just go to a browser and just search for serpapi.com. Just search for SERP API and you have to sign in, like if you are using for the first time. You can sign in with the help of a Google or else with a GitHub, your wish. So let me try to sign in with the help of a Google. Let me select my account. Okay, just continue. Okay, great. So we are using anyhow a free plan. So just let's go back. Okay, it's a free, no worries. So we are using free plan, 250 searches per month. It's free, non-commercial use only. So let's just, let's not go for subscribing because, yeah, just go back. Just a minute. Okay, all right. So we are picking a free plan and let's click on a subscribe. Okay, select all images of a car. It's verifying. Let me select all cars. Okay, it's asking us to verify our email. Okay, so basically, let me just go to my Gmail and let me just verify once. Okay, let me confirm my email. Okay, let me skip. It's already done, right? So, okay, select all cars. Oh, it's asking to verify a phone as well. Okay. So verify phone number. You just need to enter your phone number. Let me pause my screen. Just enter your phone number and just click on send phone and make sure you select out India. Select country code India and then just enter your phone number and then just click on a send code. Okay, done. So basically, once you verify your phone number, you can just open, so basically SerpAPI account. Okay, well, so basically, yeah. So once you create an account, once you verify your Gmail, and also once you verify your phone number, you will get a interface something like this. This is your account. Okay, so basically we are using a free plan. So what you have to do is you just have to take this particular API key. Okay, so since we are searching jobs with the help of a Google search API, okay, API key is very important. You know that it's all about using APIs. So we have to search Google Jobs. So you can see Google Jobs. So you don't have specific API for specific stuff. What you can do, you can just pick a single API and you can start using the same API key in order to fetch a job. See here, you just need to mention the Google job. I mean, like what you are looking for, so that it will help you in finding a job results. Okay, so that's an interesting thing about a SERP API. So once you create an account, so what you people have to do is like you just have to get an API key. So make sure you copy an API key. It will be already there. Just select this, copy this API key. Once you copy your API key, what you will do? Just copy this API key. Now I'll show you something. Just get back to your workflow now. So once you are done with copying what API key from SERP API documentation, what you people have to do is just click on a plus icon, and here you'll be seeing a search node, right? I just want to search for a SERP API official document. Okay, just search for SERP API official. Just click on it. I'll repeat, go to search and search for SERP API. So click on the SERP API official. A very first thing you have to install a node. So make sure you click on a install node. Once you click on a install, just wait for a few minutes so that it will get installed. Okay, done. That's great. Now what you have to do now, it is showing all the options, all the official APIs available in a SERP API. We have a different thing like Google Flights, Finance, Google Images, Google Hotels, Google Jobs, Google Lens. So many things. We are looking for Google Jobs, right? Let me select a search Google Jobs node. Well, that's great. And I'll just close it. So you can see you have a schedule trigger which triggers your workflow at specific time period. And then we have a Google job search. Now just double click on it. So this is how, the Google job search node is going to look like. Even here you have two different things. One is a parameter and another one is a settings. Okay, a very first step, you have to connect to the credential. Select credential, it is asking. So that means you have to provide an API key in order to fetch jobs from a Google job search. So what you have to do, click on this credential to connect with, click on a create new credential, okay, and just paste the API that you have copied. And then just click on a save. Done. Close it. Okay, credential is connected, very simple. Click on new credential. So paste here, paste your API, and then just save it so that credential is selected. Now it is asking for the resource. Just we are looking for search, right? We are job searching, so resource let it be search. And then operation you have a different options like what operation you're gonna perform. I need to look for Google Jobs. So let's select Google Jobs itself. Automatically it has selected. And then we have an option called as a search query. This is like super important. Like search query in the sense like what you are searching for. Okay, what you are searching for. So let me just give a query like I'm looking for data science jobs. Okay, I'm just looking for data science jobs, and you can add new fields like if you want to add a location, just click on add fields and just add a location. I'm looking for data science jobs in a Bangalore. Okay, done. And then you have few more like a country, you can mention language and many other things like work from home type, like either a remote or work from home, something like that. And you can explore these things. Okay. And you can also give data science jobs, or you can just say like, latest data science jobs. Okay, and I'm just specifying only one additional field, which is a location, which is a Bangalore. And now don't do anything with the setting. Only changes that you have to do is like you have to give an SERP API key here. Credential needs to be set. And then resource should be search, operation should be Google job, and search query is going to be the latest data science jobs. I hope it's a little bit better now. Now let me just click on an execute step. Done. Well, we have successfully fetched information. See, I'll just click on a schema. Just click on a schema. You can see the different jobs it has fetched. The date posted yesterday, and you can see latest data science job since yesterday. You can see the link. You can see something which is posted last 3 days, etc. Right? Yeah, you can also see in a table format. It's giving information, and you can also see result in JSON format as well. Okay. I hope this is clear. So this is all about, fetching. This is all about fetching jobs from Google Jobs with the help of a SERP API. Okay, now the next thing, what we have to do. Okay, first step was like scheduling trigger, which should be the second step. Step two was we just fetched job from SERP or fetched job from Google Jobs. And we used a SERP API key for this, right? So we are done with the step two. Okay. So now basically we don't have the proper information, right? Like it has fetched the information. You can see the latest job location requested, and also you can see the link and lot many things you can see, right? So now the question is, what should be the next step? What should be the next step? You have to extract, like it is fetching like complete. It's kind of like, web scraping is happening. It just fetched all the information, whatever you specified. Your query search was like, we were looking for latest data science job that were in a Bangalore. So anyways, we got all data science jobs which are related to a Bangalore, and so API is fetched for you with the help of an API key. Now the interesting question is like, what do you do next? So next step is I'm just going to use one more node called as, I'll just use split out. I'll just use split out. You might have a question like why we use a split out. Say simple, just go and click on this plus icon and search for a split out. So basically, it is fetching entire information and it's like a one page, right? Now we have to split this out into a different items. So for that reason, I'm just using a split out. Just click on a split out and it is asking field to split out. So just try to, just a minute. First, let me, there is no connection. That's the reason it's not working. Let me click on a plus icon. Let me search for split out. Okay, great. So now it is asking like, what should I split out? Fields to split out. So basically you can see here, Google job search, you have a schedule trigger was the first step. And second step was like Google job search, wherein it has searched all the information, right? So what you have to do now is like, you can see here, you have different job results like title, company, location, share link, thumbnail, etc. And where all this information is present, it is present in a field called as a job result. So what you have to do now is like just drag this into a field to split out. Okay, so you just need to drag this field into a split out so that it will split the job results into a different parts. Okay, I'm just dragging this job result 0 into this. Now let me execute the step and let's see what happens. Can you see? It has first, it shows like 11 items. So basically at a time, this API key has a capacity to fetch, 11 items at a time. You can see in our table format, it shows like job results, data scientist, place name, link, and many other things, right? Many other things. So we have so many information here. We have like almost like a 11 items. So now the question is like, instead of job results, like if I use just a job result, like what will happen? Let's explore it. Yes. So basically, when you give job result, it fetched or it extracted information only related to the first job. But like that, we have like almost 10 jobs. SERP API has a capacity to fetch almost like 10 jobs, not 11, 10 jobs. See? So job results has basically 10 jobs. So make sure you people drag the first 10 jobs. That is, you just need to drag job results into a split out so that it will split all jobs into a 10 parts. You can see all 10 section, 10 items, you can see it here. And then you have a SERP API pagination. That means, here you can see the next page token. Like if you want 10 more, then you have to select the next page token. Okay, and then you can combine. That's how, like you can fetch like how many ever jobs you want. So here in this project, I'll focus only on, fetching first 10 jobs. So for that, I'm using a split out. What split out is doing, whatever entire data is fetched from a Google Jobs related to our latest data science job. Now I just need to extract the first page 10 jobs. Okay. So for that, I'm just passing this job results into this. So finally we got this result. Now I want to extract a specific information. I want to extract specific information in the sense what? So now I have so many information, right? Now let's select like what is important to us. So with that, I'll just use a node called as, edit field. Okay, edit field basically helps you in selecting what exactly is important for you. Let me just click on a edit field node. So now you have an option here. So you can close and see. See, edit field. Edit field is used in order to fetch what? In order to extract what is important to you. So step one is like schedule trigger. Step two is like fetch job from Google Job. And then step three is basically, split out. What split out does, it will split entire fetch data into a different section. It has split 10 jobs. Whatever we had it in first page, now we just got split it into a 10 items. Like 10 items are basically 10 jobs. So now I just want to extract like what is important to me. So I'm just adding edit field. Let me double click on it. So basically what happens now? So here in a mode, you have an option like, JSON or a manual mapping. So let me select a manual mapping. Okay. And then here, first click on a add field. In a add field, you can see here you have a different jobs, right? You have a different jobs. You have to tell like what is important to you. First, I want a title. So first, it's a very simple, okay? No code automation it is. So just drag your title into a name. Just drag title into a name. It will take a title. Then just drag, title into a value. Done, that's great. Now just execute your step. This node will get executed 10 times and it is going to get you all 10 titles related to the latest data science jobs. Okay, done with the title. So again, I want to extract a company name. So I'll just drag company into a name field and same company into a value field. Execute again. So now, along with title, you got a company name. Isn't it interesting? Now click on a add field. So I want location as well. Let me just drag location and then same location into a value. Execute step. Along with title, company name, you will also see the location. Okay. So then next interesting thing is, I'll just click on, add field and let me just try to add, so posted out, like if you want to know like when that the job has got posted, like you can just mention that, like just mention like posted out and posted out. Yes, let me just execute. See, it just shows like detected extension or just like posted out. Like if you want just a posted out, I think you can just mention a posted out itself. So let me try to drag that just posted out. Okay, let me execute. Yes, it just gives a days like 5 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 11 days ago. Okay. So then next important thing, let's see, I just want to know the salary or a schedule type if you want to know, or a salary. Let me just drag salary into this. Similarly, salary into this. So something is wrong, just a minute. Okay, it shows like undefined. Mm, okay, anyways, let's say I just want to know the description. Let me just drag a description. Again, description. Well, that's great. So just execute. So it's giving all 10 jobs, company name, location, posted at, and along with that, it's giving us a description. Okay. Then let's see, what else? Like you want a link as well, like apply option. Let's say you want a link in order to apply. So you can just drag that link as well so that, you can click on a link and you can apply for it. See, like you have a different option wherein you can apply. So this is how edit field basically helps you in extracting all the information from Google Jobs, like whatever we fetched with the help of a SERP API. Just close it. So basically what we did so far is very simple, right? So first step was like we just scheduled a trigger. Let me just make it. Let me just brush up things. Step one was just a scheduling trigger, which basically helps in running your workflow for a specific time period, right? And the step two was it's all about like a fetching job from Google Jobs. So let me just drag this. So basically, what it will do, it will try to fetch all the information which is available uh, from Google SerpAPI, right? Like whatever it has fetched, it is fetching. Like whatever is available in Google Jobs, it is just trying to fetch according to the query that I gave. I just gave data science job. If you want, you can edit according to your requirement. You can just say like data latest data science jobs. And if you don't want to give a location here, you can also mention data science jobs in just Bangalore, posted. Okay, we posted from 3 days. Okay, just execute the step. So it will fetch the information. Same way, you can just change your search query and you can try things according to that. See, now what you can do is you guys can just click on this particular execute workflow so that workflow will get executed. Okay, so first step was schedule trigger, second step was like fetching job from Google Job, and third step was like we just use a split. Like why did we use a split node? Split is used because Google Job fetches all the information, but like I want to split out, extract components, right? Split node is like to split components, to split job postings based on profile. So it's gonna split out. So that's where we use a split node. Once you split job postings, so we are just using a edit field. So basically, what this edit field will do? Edit field is responsible for extracting what is important for us. Edit field responsible for extracting relevant things. Let's say I don't want everything. I just want relevant things like company name, job, apply link. Okay. In that case, we just use a concept called as edit field. Edit field. So this is how basically your workflow is going to work. This is how your workflow is going to work. Now you might have a question like, okay, can we so almost done, like fetching jobs using Google Jobs is done. Next step is all about, how do you send this information to your AI model and how to generate a cover letter. Once you generate a cover letter, like how do you connect it with Google Sheets and how do you send that information to our email? So that we'll do it in our next video. This video is all about, main focus is on fetching data science jobs using Google Jobs. You can see logs at the bottom here. You can see the final output. Every time you can execute workflow to see like what's happening, or else you can schedule a trigger like how to run and make sure you save the workflow, otherwise it gets deleted. Okay, and you can see the final output is going to be just fetching title, company name, location, and posted at. Description, apply option, and you got a link, right? You can see almost you have a 10 outputs. You have a 10 outputs. So what you people can do is like you can customize your search query according to your requirement. I showed for data science. You can add relevant feeds like if you are looking for fresher jobs or experienced job, you can also mention that in this particular search query. So this is all about simple n8n workflow automation. In that the first part is all about how to fetch data science jobs with the help of a Google Jobs using SERP API. Hope this is clear. Thank you. Happy learning. We'll connect in our next part and I'll explain how to send this information into a AI model and how it will match with the skills that I have. And it has to find the perfect match jobs and then it has to generate a relevant, what I can say, cover letter for that. That let's do it in our next part. Thank you. Happy learning.